Squeeze. My name is Ibukun Williams, and today we have the ever amazing bubbling hairstyle, Simo.
You have to say that. Well, I'm looking all African today.
Oh, it's really awesome. I'm envying you right now.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Simo, and today promises to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yes, it's good. I mean, like, there are a lot of things packed up for today.
Oh, yeah?
But we shouldn't let the cat out of the bag yet,
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
We'll start off with the headlines. And today, the band speaks in Tonto Dike's absence on the end of record labels after more hits. Also, childbirth almost ruined my bedroom life. Tiwa Savage reveals.
Interesting. Celebrities without endorsement deals, and that includes me, by the way.
Oh, yes, celebrities.
Plus, there's a whole lot when it comes to the magazine cover. For those of you who say, oh, I don't know what to catch up on, you need to get on with this magazine covers and find out what story is out there. Let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll be right here on The Squeeze. Welcome back, guys. It's still The Squeeze. The band speaks in Tonto Dike's absence and the end of record labels since more hits. I didn't understand that. I knew that the first thing that came to mind was what exactly is the band trying to talk about when he mentioned this. Well, this is what he had to say. The Coco Master, the band, has been asked about his label artist Tonto Dike, while most are awaiting a new track or possibly an album. Others are wondering if the band dropped Tonto Dike from his label. Well, he has responded saying, I now work with anybody from anywhere. For instance, I never met the producer of Emergency before he did the song. You all know that song. Emergency, emergency,
I love that song.
never see it coming through. Well, he went on to say, though I believe that all my artists, including Tonto Dike, can stand alone, I feel we should do things differently. Also, when a woman is married, it becomes a different ball game.
Oh, yes.
I have not seen Tonto since her marriage, and she has a child right now. She has been out of the country. He also went to say that the last thing she told me was that she wanted to concentrate on her foundation before any other thing. He went on to say there is no point fooling anyone. Record labels in Nigeria died after more hits. I'm saying the truth. There's no record label again. Any artist that buys a laptop produces a... This is funny. Any artist that buys a laptop, produces a song, and manages to get his uncle to pay for the video could as well call himself a record label owner. A record label must have distribution channels in place. Let me repeat that phrase. Every record label died after more hit. The question is, do you have that same view?
Well, I'm kind of on the bench side on this one. To be honest, in a very weird way.
Are you for real?
Oh, yes. I'm for real. I'm going to bring the argument from a very awkward angle. You'll be, trust me.
Let's hear it.
This is my argument. I think the band is trying to like, pick up on a particular point where it talks about distribution.
Okay.
I mean, a record label, what is a record label? I mean, what's the work on the job of a record label? To manage an artist, to, make them who they are, make them blow and all that kind of stuff. But he's like sitting on a point that's really important, which is the distribution channel part of it. We have a lot of piracy affecting this country and all that kind of stuff. So where the distribution is really, really important. I mean, we look at the Sony records, we look at, all the records abroad. The Sony that just signed Davido.
Yeah.
The deal they signed with Davido doesn't mean that they're going to be in the studio producing songs for Davido. The deal they signed with Davido actually means that they're going to distribute his music for him, which is one of the major essences of
a
record label. So the band is trying, and I remember sometime in the past, I think the band was trying to push some form of distribution channel for music, because really, Nigerian artists are supposed to be way richer than they are, because most Nigerian artists make money from shows. They make money from, going for shows and all that kind of endorsement deals and all that. Meanwhile, their real income should be coming from sales of their music, distribution of their music. But because of piracy, they can't actually sell that music. There's no proper distribution channel for that music. And maybe except they put the songs on iTunes. And besides, how many people buy songs from iTunes? That kind of thing. So I think the band is trying to fight the idea of distribution of music. Since after more hits, there was really no form of proper distribution. How does Maven distribute their music? How does EME, how does Olamide's record label, how do all of them distribute their music? As far as I'm concerned, what all of them do is I mean,
Just
produce, pay for the artist's music video, get the artist to shows, get them for radio interviews, get them endorsement deals, and that's it. No distribution. Because piracy is a huge problem. It's not the artist's fault. It's not the record label's fault. But I think that's a country issue, and I think that's the point the Banj was trying to pull out here. And that's why I said I'm on the Banj side.
Okay, well, good point in that. Good point in that. Well, I think that should be like a call to action to the record label owners and the rest of them to do much more than just produce the music artists and put them out there. It's more work when you have a good distribution channel as against just producing, getting them endorsement deals, and it ends there.
And it doesn't end there because, if each person in Nigeria pays, say, 2 naira for my hit single, right? So if Olamide releases Bobo and says, Jakiti Bobo, Bobo, and everybody's paying 2 naira for Bobo, Olamide wouldn't even need to go for a show, to be honest. Right? If you think about it, with the amount of people who love Olamide with all his fans, and they can't find that music anywhere else except by paying that 2 naira, which is almost nothing, to be honest. 2 naira is nothing to anybody to spend. Trust me, Olamide wouldn't even need a show. Because the money he would have made from his distribution alone, it's crazy. And that's the Banj, a businessman seen ahead, to be honest.
Nice one. Well, from the Banj to something quite interesting. Childbirth almost ruined my bedroom life. Tiwa Savage reveals. Tell us about that. How I don't know.
I don't know. From last week where Jennifer Lopez was having issues with non-African men not satisfying her in bed. Now, this is an African man right here. Now, you know how this story relates to that? Because Jennifer Lopez, she said she broke up with all her men because they couldn't satisfy her in bed.
Yeah.
However, Tiwa Savage is saying that since she has been a mother, she had not really had time for her husband. So that's actually been causing issues in the house. So this is an evidence of an African man. You cannot deprive an African man of what he's supposed to get. But let's get into the story itself. Now, Tiwa Savage, she's enjoying motherhood, like they say. Although the singer is overjoyed about her son, she admits that childbirth has almost ruined her sex life, stating that more attention had been given to her son, but she still loves and gives her husband attention. In her words, she says, initially when I gave birth to my son, the attention naturally shifted to Jamal because he would always wake up every 2 hours. As such, you have to give him all the attention he needs. Now, childbirth may make your sex life not to be interesting any longer, and it may change your sex life. You may have stretch marks in places you don't like, but eventually, for the sake of your marriage, I would encourage, and that's Tiwa Savage speaking, I would encourage every woman to look after their husband as well, especially after having a child. She also shared a story about her scariest experience concerning her son. She said, the scariest moment I have faced as a mother when I was in the delivery room and the doctor told me that the heart rate of my child had dropped and they had to do a quick suction to his heart to get it beating again. And the happiest moment as a mother was the first moment I saw my son in the hospital. There were speculations that her fan base reduced drastically after the childbirth, but she shut down, the allegations, saying that numbers don't lie since I gave birth. Instagram followers have increased from 1.4 million to 1.5 million, another 500,000 followers, and I would actually say that baby has been a blessing to me. Now, that's Tiwa Savage talking here. What do you think?
I don't know where to start from, but really, I hear a lot of women talk about the fact that childbirth has changed them or has affected one area of their life or the other. And with that, it also gets to put pressure on some women. People start to take options and ways to give birth. But I'm glad that she's been able to handle this situation with her husband, because we don't want a situation whereby we get back to that same moment where there were speculations that the two of them were not going to work out, their marriage wasn't going to work out, there was all a scam and the rest of them.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they're both able to handle it.
Oh, yeah.
And not just handle it in the surface, they're also able to handle it in the bedroom.
Oh yeah. Well, truthfully, it's not easy. I can't really blame Tiwa Savage, to be honest. Having a child, your first child, you don't have the experience of motherhood yet. That's the first experience. Yeah. Definitely almost all the attention in the world.
Most of the child.
Most of the child, straight. But, then again, this is an African man we're talking about here.
There you go with the African man thing. He's supposed to be supportive at this point.
So that is the support.
Even if
you don't get it. That's the support.
What's the support?
It's supporting her.
In what form?
In the bedroom. It's supporting her.
he shouldn't be concerned about what happens in the bedroom. You should forget about it and just concentrate on giving her all the attention right now.
Well, that's dangerous. I mean, they may ruin their sex life in the process of pushing all the attention
to the baby. Yes, but I'm glad that they're able to handle it. And just like she said, it's a great advice. While you're trying to give attention to your new baby, you can also make sure you give your husband a little bit of attention. You don't want him feeling like, oh, the new baby has come, now the old baby is no longer relevant. I don't like that look on your face. And then again, she talked about the fact that fans started feeling like she wasn't up there after the childbirth. And then she uses, I don't know why she had to use the Instagram.
Well, to be honest, I think first of all, I think to an extent, Tiwa Savage went a little bit low due to the child, which is natural,
a little bit expected, yeah.
So now she's saying that from Instagram, she's gained another 100,000 people to her fan base, and that shows that she actually did not, go low. But I don't know if that is a yardstick to actually calculate that. But to be honest, I didn't really, if you talk about just the ambient sound, I didn't really hear Tiwa Savage. In fact, I think when Tiwa Savage went to have a baby, I think that gave a good chance for other female artists who were not really out there to just jump out there.
Talking about that, some people also thought that period was when Yemi Alade grew and got the attention that she needed.
Yemi Alade, Shay, I think I wasn't really hearing about them, but when Tiwa Savage wasn't really, in the window, I think those people just, put their pictures on the wall.
Well, I guess things happen for a reason. She needed that break after childbirth, and she shouldn't feel bad if fans are saying, "No, you didn't." Whatever.
No, because Tiwa Savage is still Tiwa Savage.
Exactly. No one can take that away from her.
Nobody.
Even every other music artist that came on board at that point, they're all working on their own strength, their own path, and Tiwa Savage has her own path as well. So she shouldn't feel bad about
and to be honest, I must give it to her. She went to give birth. She came back. Nobody saw her, and when she came back, we saw her. She was back in shape, looking all awesome and all that. I'm like, how did you do this?
That's a big question.
We have just a few Nigerians who can actually put their body shape back.
That's a big question, and I'm looking forward to asking her, how the hell did you do it? Because the pressure on women after childbirth is crazy, trust me. And you find a lot of women are, struggling to make sure they get back in shape, not to feel like, oh, because now I have a child, I'm Well, right there, she's looking all gorgeous. She's looking like, nothing has even dropped at all. So, congratulations to her. Well, we hope that we get to hear more from the Kele Queen. Some celebrities get all the endorsement deals and they flash the money in our faces like, hey, we are here. But there are some who don't get endorsement deals. We're taking a look at that and much more when we return.
All right. Welcome back to this